Alright guys, so I'll be taking you through a little bit of my session today. Um, this is my attempt of a vlog, but let's see. We're just testing these mics out as well, so just want to see how it goes. So today I'm doing quads and pull, so it's just two exercises of quads. Um, First, single leg extensions, and then single leg press to follow this. So I'll only be filming my top sets on my back off set. This is my back off set right now that I'm gonna film, that I'm gonna do. So um, yeah, so I do for the first exercise. I always do 2 to 3 feeler sets just to get the muscle primed and the joints primed and ready and warm for the exercises to come. But it's only 2 exercises for the legs, so I did already 3 feeler sets on this one, so my knees are warm enough. And then on the next exercise, I'll probably just do 1 feeler sets, and I got 2 working sets on that one and 1 back off set. So yeah, let's go, guys. 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, ooh, that was a breath. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna do my top set for my unilateral leg press. We're focusing on the quads. I like the lever leg press over the sled leg press that we have here, because the sled leg press we have here has a slight tilt at the bottom. So what it does when the pad comes down, it tilts inwards. So I feel like that takes away the tension from the quads right at the bottom, and emphasizes mostly your glute and hamstring. The lever one also does that because it's sitting at a higher angle, but I feel like I still can keep a lot more tension on the quads on this one than the sled variation that we have here. So I just put my feet right at the bottom of the pad, right about shoulder width, maybe even narrower, just to make sure we focus on those outer strips, because that's where my legs are lacking at the moment, just to make sure that we are able to accentuate that X-frame on stage. So let's get it, boys. So top set, 150 on the leg press. So let's get it. So I like to put both my feet on first, just to get my foot placement correct, and my width, my stance width, and then I'll remove the one leg to begin my set. Right. So I always put my fist here just as a guide as to the depth. Then we take it from there. Easy. Next up is the KAS underhand pull down. So what I enjoy about this exercise the most is that you get a really good stretch on the eccentric, and then you also get a really good peak contraction at the bottom. So if you pull all the way in, you get a really good peak contraction. So I feel over the time that I've done this exercise, I've gained a lot of thickness in my lats, a lot of width as well, and my lats do attach pretty low, so it's given me like more volume now around my lats, which now accentuates again that X-frame. As you know, that's very important for classic physique. To get that X-frame, small waist, wide shoulders, wide lats, wide wide lower body. So this exercise I feel has helped me a lot to gain that. With the size that I've gained, and we've managed to keep my waist pretty small. Sitting now at 111.5 kilos. I feel like I still kept my lines pretty well. So yeah, coach gave me a good one on this one. I know it's a very popular one on the socials, but yeah, you really need to find your footing, so to speak, up with this exercise to really get the benefits of it. So this is my top set, 40 kilos. We're aiming for about 10 reps. Um, no reps in reserve for this one. 0 to 1 IRR on this one. So yeah, let's get it. Come on. Easy. All right, guys. Top set, T-bar row. I just enjoy this exercise because I just sometimes just like to just rock with every weight. So this is one exercise that really um, massages my ego. So I really enjoy this exercise. I know this might be a lightweight for most people, but I still feel really good when I do this exercise. That's my top set, 80 kilos, pushing for about 10 reps on here. Let's get it. Oh, 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 oh. Woo. Ooh, so coach likes me to keep my elbows wide on this one, just to get that width along with the thickness. So I hope that I did that right. So again, here, the importance of accentuating that X-frame. So we're gonna hit our rear delts now. We like to do our rear delts with our back exercises. So I'm gonna do rear delt flies. So the way I like to do it, I like to sit the cables slightly higher than shoulder width and then bring it down. That way I feel like I connect way better with my rear delts than when I do it parallel with the ground there. Obviously on the textbook it will tell you to do it there, parallel, but I feel like I get more activation and contraction when I pull it slightly above and then into that motion right there. So yeah, let's hit it. Oh, one thing I forgot. I like to do this one. I know on the program it says must do it standing, but I feel like also when I sit on a bench like this, I feel like I'm able to, number one, move more weight without losing form. Number two, I'm able to isolate my rear delts even more without incorporating any body English or anything like that. So I really like to use this baby for this exercise instead of doing it standing. So very similar to the reverse pec deck. So I basically emulate the reverse pec deck by putting this bench over here and then hitting the exercise from here. All right. So rear delts are very good in helping you get that width, especially from the side when you hit that side chest. Get that rear delt pop. Get nice and thick from the side. Woo! Alright, so while we're at it, since we're both doing back today, this is my client Monet. As you can see, he hits the standing variation. He feels that better. And you can see his cable placement. His is in line with his shoulder height. So it's different strokes for different folks. So he feels it better that way. I feel it better when it's a little bit slightly higher than shoulder width. So yeah, as you can see, they're getting very, very good contractions there on his rear delts. You can see a little bit of trap activation there as well. So yeah, let's go. Alright, peeps, so going to hit some hammer curls. So the aim of this exercise, you're getting some brachialis activation as well as a bit of forearm. Again, you get that nice thickness from the side poses. So yeah, it's one of my favorite. Those obviously, you guys know I love biceps and bicep poses. So this is one of my favorites out of pull day. So let's get it. One. So you'll notice here, try to keep your shoulders down and just try to lean into it to eliminate any delt activation. So yeah, just make sure you isolate obviously the muscles that you're targeting, because a lot of people make the mistake of jerking up with their shoulders, but you want to keep your shoulders down. That's why you find that I have a slight lean into it to make sure I don't activate those shoulders. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna hit bicep isolation. So this is a single arm curl on the cable. We're doing it on the cable because obviously of the constant tension, both on the extension and the peak contraction. There's tension right through the full range of motion, and yeah, it's a very nice way to just isolate and work on the bicep peak. As you know, I love my bicep peaks and I love my front double bicep. So this is the exercise to help us accentuate that pose. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Oh. 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 So as you notice, I'm leaning into it just to take out again the delt. So that's the aim here. Just make sure you isolate the bicep as best as possible. Alright folks, so we're concluding this workout. Actually rushing now. I have clients. They can walk in at any time. This is the last exercise to just calf raises on the leg press. Again, I prefer this one because it gives me a nice good stretch at the bottom. I learned that from Jeff Nippert actually, that you get maximum activation when you focus on the stretch at the bottom. So I try to still get my full range of motion, but really hold that stretch there at the bottom. So and I felt like since I started doing that, my calves have grown immensely. So get that full stretch there. Oh.
That's all, folks.